Birds. They've been a huge part of culture for, well, as long as people can remember. From them being food to them being depicted as gods. Welcome to Table Talk, Episode 3. Hey howdy hey. Well hey, somebody's in a good mood today. You bet I am. Today I'm going to tell you about something that I really like. Birds. Ooh, those floating balls of fluff that you see outside? Those are the ones. Sweet! Well, way back in Paleolithic times, birds were used for many different things. They were used for food, but also used for things like clothing, tools, and ornaments. Oh wow, I didn't know they hung ornaments on Christmas trees way back then. Sir, not that kind of ornament. Oh. The definition of the type of ornament I'm talking about is an accessory, article, or detail used to beautify the appearance of something to which it is added or of which it is a part. Oh, that ornament! I've actually never heard of that. Anyways, birds were actually a big part of art way back then. Wow, that looks amazing. Definitely better than I could do. Yeah, me too. But back on the topic of birds. After the Paleolithic era, birds didn't stop being a huge part of culture. In the Middle Ages, birds were used as the main source of food for most of the world, with hen, pigeon, and duck being some of the most commonly eaten foods. Pigeons were mostly eaten by the upper class of Italy and England, while the common folk were stuck eating hens. Wait, so what's the difference between a chicken and a hen? Well, they are the same thing, just one is a species in general, and one is more specifically a more mature female chicken, or hen. Oh, that makes no sense. It doesn't have to. Anyways, in the Middle Ages, there was a very popular sport, or hobby, or whatever you want to call it, called falconry, which you may have heard of. New to me. Okay, so falconry is really quite simple. It's the art of training a falcon, hawk, or other bird of prey to hunt you. It usually takes up to 7 years for someone to master the art of it. Wow, I definitely don't have that much time on my hands. And bird feathers were also used for arrows. Nice! Moving on to the Renaissance, birds were a huge part of art, and were used to represent a whole bunch of different things. Like what? Well, the goldfinch was used to represent healing and redemption, based on the biblical story of a goldfinch plucking thorns from Jesus' head. Whoa, cool! And birds were also used to show social status, which is a little weird, but every era has their quirks. And if you had a bird outside your status, then you could be fined, or in rare cases, you could be put to death. What? Why would anyone try to kill you over owning the wrong bird? What can I say? Quirks. Anyways, moving on from the dark Renaissance, we skip a little bit and actually move to World War I. Yes, birds were actually used during the war. Really? In what way? Well, the only bird that was actually used was carrier pigeons, which we shockingly have yet to talk about. They actually have been used probably longer than you might think, first being used in ancient Egypt to notify other kings of their arrival. Oh wow, I thought it was like a recent. Nope. Well, anyways, in World War I, pigeons were used to carry messages and were actually the most reliable way to get a vital message out during the war. And some pigeons even got hero status for some of their missions. And pigeons were also carried with aircraft, so that if the plane ever went down, the pigeon could fly back and get help or notify wherever it came from that the plane was toast. Oh, well, that's kind of dark. Yep. Nothing much different happened in World War II with birds, though. Oh, that's unfortunate. Does that mean you're gonna cut the video off abruptly?